Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura and today we're doing a single reading and I'm going to start something called the 78 Days of Tarot, where we are going to work through each tarot card one by one and do a quick spread to help you connect with yourself, your spirit guides even deeper. It's going to be a whole spiritual journey, and today we're going to start off with the Fool. So this reading is going to look into your future path ahead, the next couple of days, weeks, and months, and we're going to try to direct you onto your highest path with this reading, okay? So the rune that came out for you is called Berkana, and this is actually a very fitting rune for the Fool card as well, because Berkana represents birth. And so this time in your life that you're watching this video is a time of regeneration, getting closer to the people around you, and healing. There is a certain level of fertility in the air as well. So some of you may be noticing the people around you having babies, children, a lot of pregnancies, or even like new puppies or kittens. Things like that may be very strong at this time. And I feel that there is an increase in health happening for you. A lot of you are focusing on being more healthy, and how do I put this? It's like only nurturing friendships and relationships are going to be able to survive this chapter of your life. So some of you may have been noticing some less nurturing people in your life sort of magically get removed for you, if that makes sense. So let's see. We have 4 energy cards to see where your energy is at right now. First card out is the second chakra in reverse, Archangel Ariel. This is your sacral chakra. So some of you may be feeling like there has been a creative blockage and you're catching up on things. I feel like there's a long list of creative ideas, things in your head that you want to do around the house, in your business, in your career, in your free time, with your friends, etc. Like there's a long list that's been piling up in your head of things you want to do, should do. I should get around to this. I should go to the gym. I should start eating healthy. I do want to learn how to make bread. I do want to, create a garden. I do need to clean my house. I want to paint the living room. You know what I mean? It's like a list like that. We have the woman holding a coin in reverse. Okay. So finances could be holding some of you back on some of those things on your to-do list, but your spirit guides are coming through to say, get started on the things you can do instead of sitting here and worrying about money and not having enough of it and like, oh, I can't do this, that, the third until I have money. What can you do right now? What can you afford? What can you create? And when you take advantage of the abundance that is in the present moment, right here, right now, because you already have an abundance of ideas and not all of them involve finances or money. You may, and I use this example all the time, you may have a stack of books on your shelf waiting to be read. You may have a row of blank canvases waiting to be painted on. You may have all of the tools that you need in order to start the business that you want to start. You may have all of the ingredients in your pantry to learn how to make a new food. And that is what you should be focusing on right now, instead of saying, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that because I don't have money. And I would recommend just getting started, even if it's small. And I'm going to use bread as an example because I literally was just baking bread the other day. And I was looking up like how to make bread, and I was thinking to myself, oh man, like I gotta get a rolling pin, not bread, pasta. I gotta get a rolling pin, I gotta get this, I gotta get that. And I already have a pasta machine and I already have flour, but I didn't have the right type of flour. I didn't have the right tools or the right ingredients, but I had ingredients that I could use. And that's what this reading is sort of saying. Use what you can, work with what you got, and that excess will come. A lot of you guys are frustrated because you don't have that much money right now, or you don't have that much resources, but Spirit is promising you, when you use the resources that you have and you act creatively with them, whether those resources are your own ideas or what you have laying around, you will create even more abundance in the areas that you currently feel like are lacking. We have the first chakra, Archangel Michael, coming out in reverse. Yeah, and this is the root chakra. Your lower chakras need work right now. I highly recommend going on YouTube and looking up root chakra or sacral chakra meditation music, popping on some headphones and meditating on that area of your body beneath your torso and your womb area. Those two areas, see glowing light energy flow to that. and meditate on that, because you guys need to work on your sense of feeling safe and secure. Maybe even get some Reiki healing on those chakras, or any area of life that you feel like you're unsafe or unstable, okay? And there's free Reiki online. I love the channel Mainstream Reiki. So go ahead and check that out. You can also listen to some affirmations that are correlated with the root and sacral chakras. And then you have the Magician and the Mirror. See, this is confirmation, guys. I actually feel like if you were guided, and look at that, we have 3-5, but it's in reverse, and then we have 5-3 upright. Isn't that crazy? So you might be seeing 53 everywhere you go. That is a sign. The number 5 is the sign of change, and the number 3 is number 3 is the number of creative growth and expansion. So isn't that something? I feel like these next few days and weeks and months in your life, you will actually be manifesting quite a bit for yourself. And in this reading, your guides are going to give you the way, they're going to show you the path on how you're going to reach these manifestations of more finances. And it's definitely correlated to your creativity and focusing on that list that's in your head of things that you want to do, okay? Because I feel like you may have been in a perspective, in a mindset of, focusing on the lack, maybe even for years of your life, and you feel yourself shifting out of this mindset and into a place of abundance. So that's really, really great. And the Magician and the Mirror promises you that you will be manifesting what you desire. So from Mama Moon, we have the new moon in Libra. A new romantic cycle is also beginning for you simultaneous to this happening. So we're going to get some tarot and really dive into this, but these are the main themes. And look at that. What was I just saying? Money. Money's coming out for you. All my finances are now in divine order. Love itself knows my needs and is the source for all. I needn't cling to gain or fear loss. Every need will be met through offering all to the divine. Look, that's what I'm telling you. Your next chapter in life, like the upcoming days, weeks, months, Spirit is guiding you to take certain actions that will bring you a lot of financial security and new love as well. So let's see how that's going to play out. We're going to shuffle up the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, and we are going to see what this path looks like. How will you manifest this coin, this bread, and this love? Okay, let's see. First card out is the Seven of Swords upright. This journey starts off with the universe removing a lot from your life, actually, not just people, situations as well that are stealing your time, energy, and attention. I am seeing a vision of a lot of you literally deleting social media. And this is something that I recommend doing. Delete the social media that you have problems with from your home screen. So that way, every time you need to go on social media, you have to literally go into the app store, type it in, look it up, etc. And every time you go on social media, it has to be for a purpose. You're either posting something or you're watching stories. That is it. You're answering messages, that's it. You're not scrolling, you're not going through any of that short form content nonsense that gets you sucked in for hours. That is definitely one thing that steals so many people's time nowadays. Another thing is TV, Netflix, anime, knock it off. Video games, these are all addictive ways to get quick dopamine that keeps you trapped in a cycle for hours on end, and it's really negative. You want to source your feel-good hormones, your dopamine, from places that require a little bit more effort, such as getting some stuff completed off your list, exercising, reading a book, learning a new skill. These are the things that should be triggering the release of feel-good hormones in our brain. Don't you agree? So Seven of Swords shows the first step in getting this money and this love that you're looking for is actually by cutting out a lot of the stuff that's stealing away your time and energy. Alongside the habits that are stealing your time and energy, you will notice people. The universe is sort of guiding you through removing certain people from your life. I'm seeing like situationships, toxic friendships, people who just don't want to give into your connection, into your relationship as much as you do. And you may have already noticed the universe has been getting rid of these people for you or guiding you through getting rid of them. So that's the first step of this journey that you may have already been noticing. Knight of Swords upright. Weird thing is, right when you remove these people from your life, and it may be like sad, it may be hard to remove people or these addictive habits from your life, but you're going to notice life moves a lot more quick. quicker. There we go. That's the word, quicker. And you are going to really go after this to-do list that's in your mind. And by the way, guys, this to-do list is not even just like career related, work related, or even love related. It's just the to-do list in your brain of things you want to do, things you keep telling yourself you want to do. It's like you just get it done. And you're going to be shocked at how quickly you do this. We have the Four of Wands in reverse. Very interesting. So to me, Four of Wands upright is a card of celebration. Celebrating with the people who are closest to you. And I do feel like there will be some celebrations coming up, but you're not necessarily focused on love itself right now, relationships itself right now. I feel like loving relationships is a side effect of being in alignment with your own self and loving yourself. Hold on, we're gonna get more information. Strength in reverse. I feel like if there are any relationship issues or problems you have in long-term romantic relationships or in friendships, you are resolving them right now. And so you may not necessarily be planning some extravagant romantic getaways this month or these next few weeks. You may not necessarily be planning these huge parties or get-togethers and really going all out in your relationships. However, there may be an acknowledgement of like, my relationships will improve when blank improves. Like when I get my personal finances and security together, my relationships will improve as a natural result, or I'll be able to focus more time onto my friendships and my community. You're making some sort of acknowledgement here like that, where it's like you're focusing on yourself and your to-do list, your goals, securing your root chakra and your sacral chakra. And as a natural result, you will be able to enjoy your friendships more. So it's kind of like you're facing your own shadow right now, this period of your life. Some of you may feel guided to stay single, or not necessarily stay single, because I think you're open to love and romance if it comes up, but you're more so just wanting to focus on yourself right now and make your money, get your to-do list and get a lot done. It's like there's so much for you to focus on right now, so much that you've been procrastinating because you've been surrounding yourself with people and habits that have been stealing away your attention for far too long. And I'm seeing this process must have been years for a lot of you guys. And so you're finally breaking free from that. And there's a lot to do, you know? So some of you may intuitively feel guided, if you are single right now, to not necessarily search or chase love, but just focus on yourself and this long to-do list that we saw. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, yeah, and especially getting more money or physical health. Like, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, you could chase love. You could chase this Four of Wands feeling of like community and your soul family and all that. However, here's the thing. Or if you already have that, like if you already have your own family and friend group that you're happy with, you may be having problems with them right now. And the thing is, I think you need a little bit of time and space to yourself to fill your own cup up. You know, we are such better parents, partners, friends, family members when we are feeling good, when we're healthy, and when our cup is full. So Page of Pentacles reversed shows that this is a time, like your relationships will renew. And I see a great deal of healing and regeneration in your community, or building up a community if you feel quite alone, is coming in for you in the near future. But it actually comes from the foundation of your own self-love. So focusing on having stable income, stable health, and, you know, sort of getting your internal list of things you need to do done, that is where your relationships will build off of. And, you know, when your family, when your friends, when your children, when they see that you are an independent person who at the same time opens their heart and soul up to working with others and being an active member of their personal support system and community, that is all you can ask for in someone. Like, you wouldn't want to be with someone who is very clingy and needy and they can't take care of their own money or health or whatever, right? Like, I mean, objectively, right? You'd rather be with someone who is healthy and has some good money for themselves. They can stand on their own 2 feet. Like, that would be the preferred thing, right? And you feel like a relationship would be easier if those things were the case. Correct? Correct. Okay. So Spirit is saying your golden path forward, like your highest path forward, actually begins with a lot of self-love here. And in particular, if you are watching this video, there is a certain level of security that's needed to be built when it comes to your finances or your health, possibly both. And so it's time to stop procrastinating that and get on this to-do list that's in your head. So I hope this is making sense. This is a very specific reading. So let's see what else comes out in your path ahead. You have the Nine of Cups. This is really good confirmation, working on yourself, focusing on yourself, creating a contentment with yourself, like being happy with the amount of money that you are making, being happy with, you know, the direction that your health is going in. Yeah, I mean, that's beautiful. That's all you can really ask for. This is your path forward. This is your best path forward. And guys, everything we're talking about here is leading you to romantic love and money, okay? So really listen to your guides here, because they're wanting to deliver this message. Like, now may not necessarily be the time to chase relationships. And look at that, Hierophant in reverse is coming out. This is a card of be your own spiritual guru, you know, be your own. And also I'm seeing here, some of you may feel guided to be a spiritual healer in some way, or a therapist, or maybe even a tarot reader like me. You may feel guided to do that, or make more substantial money in your life. So you may be taking on a side hustle. The Hierophant in reverse shows not going the typical route. I don't know, I am seeing a lot of like side hustle energy from a lot of you, or if you're a business owner, doubling down on that business. I don't know why, I got like a clairvoyant vision of someone being a nanny or a babysitter on the side, something like that, or having like a catering business. I'm seeing for some of you, cleaning business on the side. I don't know, a lot of you are business owners, or you're thinking about doing a side hustle, Ubering, you know, Uber Eats, things like that, also a good side hustle. And you're just like working, building it up, and actually finding a lot of happiness in that grind, in that work ethic, because you feel yourself building up a certain level of security that's been missing from you, that's been causing issues, not only for your own happiness and well-being, but also for your relationships. And either your long-term relationships weren't like super passionate, or there could have been some issues there, or if you were single and like dating, you may have kept attracting people who took a lot from you. So, you know, Spirit's saying fall back into your own energies and cultivate this independence. And look at that, the Star card is coming out, which shows, first off, that you have this bedazzling star-like quality to you, and also your dreams will be successful. The Star shows a lot of people eyeing you up because you're extra attractive, you're glowing, you're free-spirited, you're independent, going after your dreams and making them into a reality. This is what's next for you, okay? This is a super positive reading. But you need to listen to the advice that your spirit guides are giving you today. In particular, there were two major arcana cards that came out, and they are like the most important cards in this deck. The first is the Strength card in reverse, which shows pay attention to your shadow attributes. Like, let's not ignore the fact that you are broke or sick, okay? Like, we are going to double down your attention, your energy on fixing that issue, working hard on that issue, no longer procrastinating it. And right now, a lot of you guys are somewhere over here where the universe has recently been cutting out a lot of time wasters, energy wasters from your life, or you feel drawn to cut them out of your life right now. Again, things like social media, TV, okay, porn for some of you. Think of where you get your dopamine from. Seriously, guys, this is a life-changing thing. Even like excessive caffeine use or things like that. Video games especially, which I say very, very solemnly because I love some games, you know. And swap those out for working hard and working out and enjoying things that help you become more independent or are on your list of things that you have been wanting to do. You know what I mean? Like, if you always wanted to learn how to cook, like, that is something that can give you a lot of happiness. But the reason why you don't get started on it, the reason why it doesn't bring you happiness right now, is because you're too, like, obviously, if you had a choice over going to the kitchen, making a mess, to make a new food, and then you have to clean it up, versus sitting down and binge watching a new TV series, obviously the TV series is going to give you a lot more feel-good hormones that your body craves. However, what good comes from that? Nothing. You're the same as when you started. maybe not emotionally, but in terms of skills, in terms of accomplishment and achievement, you're the same. And I feel like in today's modern society, it's all in marketing. So many people who create art or have their own business or are selling a product, they want to just max it up with sweeteners and colors and an addictive quality to keep people coming back. And I get it. Listen, I'm a business person. I get it. But it's not good for you to get addicted to things that are really big time wasters or energy wasters. And this could also be love too. Oh my gosh, I was addicted to love back in the day, addicted to situationships, people who sucked, who kept I was thinking about them 24/7, doing readings 24/7. It's just not worth it. And that's what Spirit's cutting out of your life. And you're going to be shocked at how quickly your life moves forward and you reach your goals and you make money and you do all these things that you've been wanting to do when you cut out all these time wasters, because you're literally going to allow yourself to get bored. And in that boredom, you're going to do the things you always wanted to do. This is a game changer. I love this reading for you. And ironically, this is the path that's going to lead you to soulmate love. As we saw, new moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. For a lot of you, it's actually you enjoying your current relationship a lot more when you go through this cycle of reclaiming your independence and all that, because you'll create more passion in your own personal life, which will carry over into your relationship, and also reducing certain stressors that especially make you wonder where your next meal or if you're going to pay your next bill. That type of stress really does have an effect on your relationships. And so it's not to say that the relationship itself is bad, but you're healing these things within yourself, and it'll improve your personal happiness and all of your relationships. So let's finish off with a final card from Spirit. But I love this for you so far. Oh, interesting. You have a father's love. I do wonder if some of you have recently healed some critical father wounds, or connected with your father in some type of way, and that's weirdly connected to this. Some of you, especially if it's a romantic thing where you kept attracting douche canoes or people who would hurt you, I do wonder if some of you consciously did some psychological work, some healing work, some shadow work when it comes to your relationship with your father. And by doing that, you started off this new cycle of just healthier relationships and everything. I don't know. For others of you, if you have a healthy relationship with your father, I feel like you're really connecting with his energy this time in your life. And here's what it says: a father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love is often unquantifiable, in that it can be tapped into at any time for whatever reason, whether your father is still here or has passed. A father's love is one of the most strongest bonds any of us will ever experience, and it's coming through here. Your father is coming through in your reading, because that love, which may have been you may have gone into an argument, or they may have passed away at some point, or you never were close in the first place. I feel like there's a lot of healing energy being restored there, which maybe it's some of you are healing a critical wounding around your relationship with your father. I don't know why I keep coming back to that. And it's somehow playing into all of this. Let's see what else comes out. We have forgiveness. Beautiful. Forgiving the people in your life who did you dirty, especially with that Seven of Swords card here, trying to take more. People were trying to take more than they were receiving. Holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, major heart healing. Let's get one more card to finish us off. Guys, I see, I love what I'm seeing in this reading, and I hope this reading helps you reconnect or stay on your highest path. Okay, yeah, receive. I do wonder if some of you were taught at a young age to not receive love and affection. And now I don't know if this is tied in with your father specifically. I do feel like a lot of you it is tied in with your father specifically, where they may have been more cold or distant, or just not knowing how to express their love for you. And that may have wounded you at a young age in a way that you didn't see previously. And that may have affected your ability to actually receive that which you want, which is healthy, really fulfilling and passionate relationships, first and foremost. And you may find yourself in relationships where you do a lot more of the work, a lot more of the giving. Even if it's like healthy relationships, you may, for example, be the one who, does a lot of the cleaning and cooking and, emotional labor or whatever. Or you may have gotten into cycles where you dated a lot of douche canoes and not even gotten into a relationship with them because they just wanted to, keep it casual and loose and undefined and, basically get all of the benefits of being with you because you're a loving person without giving you your wants and needs in return because all of their wants and needs are met. You may have kept attracting people like that or situations like that in your love life due to a critical wounding from your childhood that you have forgiven, and some of you may have even shamanic journeyed back or taken some sort of psychic trip in your head back to this critical wounding and given yourself exactly what you needed in that moment and walked that wounded child version of yourself back to your present day body, where you promised that you would protect that inner child and no longer put yourself in situations where you are not receiving what you're giving. That was what kicked off this whole new journey on your higher path that will be taking you to money and health. And that's another thing. The reason why a lot of you may have had a wounded relationship with money, where every time you get money, an expense comes out. That's connected to all of this because that is your ability to receive, okay? That's what's being healed here, and that's what's changing everything. And you're going to be receiving a lot of your hopes, dreams, and wishes because you healed this critical, wounded part of yourself from childhood, reintegrated that inner child with yourself, and you're making the changes now to get what you want. Anyways, here's what it says. And I just saw 2727 on the clock, so that number may mean something to some of you. It says, receive. You are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others. But now it's a time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is natural law and order of the universe. Yeah. And you're in a season where that it's not time to keep pouring into others and pouring into relationships, chasing relationships. No, that is not what is next for you. What is next for you is spending some time alone to work on yourself, to get some of your to-do list done, to get healthy physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and build up your finances and really be a little bit more selfish for once. But it's not even selfishness. It's just you taking care of yourself. And at a core level, when you take care of yourself, it benefits everyone in the world anyways. So beautiful. And this is going to set off a whole new cycle in romance, in career and finances, in health and personal happiness. So beautiful path ahead. Thank you guys for joining me. Definitely like this video and comment how it resonated down below because I am not used to doing readings like this where it's just a single reading. So please let me know if you like this format. I am hoping to do this for 78 days for each tarot card. So let's see if that happens. Okay. I have a hard time holding my promises sometimes on this channel, but we'll see what happens. Okay. Subscribe if you have not already, of course, to access all of that, plus all the pick a card readings on my channel. I love you guys. Bye-bye.